All right, I'm back with another dose of crypto airdrop alpha. Today is going to be a long video because I have so much alpha to share. So let's hop into one of the first things that I wanted to talk about, which is a brand new farming opportunity from the Fuel network. Now, this is a new virtual machine that's compatible with Ethereum. They have a huge amount of funding and they just launched their points program where you basically earn points for depositing liquidity before they actually launch on mainnet. And now that some of the other major liquidity farms have kind of wound up or are getting close to being finished, then people that are looking for a new place to park capital might consider Fuel. So just wanted to throw it out there as a brand new opportunity. And speaking of things that have recently wound up, the EtherFi Season 2 claim is going to be going live on July 12th, so 3 days from now. But currently you can actually go and check your eligibility, and you also have to fill out a short questionnaire to prove that you're not a Sybil. Now, EtherFi Season 2 was largely linear, although it did have a top-up for small stakers that had lower amounts of capital. And so with this wallet here, I had slightly less than 10 million points, and it looks like I will be getting just under 150 ETHFi tokens. Now, moving forward with EtherFi, it's not going to be a primary farm of mine. The amount of rewards that they've got allocated for Season 3 are not super big. However, I am still using EtherFi to farm other multi-airdrop qualifiers, including mitosis on Scroll, Linea, and Mode. So if you have wrapped ETH and you're farming those other airdrops, I think that it's still a solid play. As a standalone EtherFi itself moving forward may not be that amazing, but if you use it in something like mitosis, you still get EtherFi Season 3, but then you also get Eigenlayer, you get mitosis, and if you deposit onto an L2, you get those airdrops as well. Okay, moving forward now, another new opportunity or a new airdrop farm that a lot of people have pivoted to is Tyco. And if you want to get badge number 4 for the Trailblazers campaign, you will need to deposit liquidity into one of the apps listed here. So I actually just did the first one, Hana Finance, and you can do this with a very small amount of capital. I just put 0.005 ETH into Hana, and after doing that, you can actually mint the badge on the Tyco Trailblazers page. And remember, these are time sensitive, so if you want to be able to mint it and not have to go and purchase it on secondary, you need to do it in the actual week when that badge minting is live. So definitely make sure that you go and do this. I believe that you can do it with as little as $1 on these applications here. You just need to deposit some liquidity, and then a few minutes later at max, you should be able to go to the Facts and Badge tab here and actually mint the NFT. All right, moving on now, let's talk about a couple of claims that are live as of the last few days. Just wanted to bring you up to date. So if you hold and stake Jupe tokens on the vote.jupe.ag page, you can now go and claim your active staking rewards for voting on proposals. And if you were staking and voting with your Jupe tokens, you're going to get Jupe rewards itself, which is by far the largest portion of this, but then also you get smaller allocations of all of the tokens that launch on the Jupiter Launchpad. And you can claim all of these now. Speaking of airdrops that are live, the Say Phase 2 or Round 2 airdrop was just actually sent out today. So it should be in your Say wallet. For example, if you're using a Compass and you claimed the Say airdrop previously, I spoke about this at this point, I think it was actually a couple of months ago. Well, now you should be able to go and check to see if those tokens are in your wallet. And the token allocations were either 200 or more, depending on how much liquid stake Say you had, or if you held some of the NFT collections from the Say network. Okay, moving on now, let's talk about a DBank. So this is one of my favorite portfolio tracking apps for Ethereum and ETH L2s. And they just launched an experience points program. Now, honestly, I have not actively been farming anything with DBank. I just use the app because I find it a useful way to keep track of my portfolio. And if you have been using it, then you can go and claim retroactively some XP. So I went and did that the other day, and my retro allocation was 16,000 XP, which puts me at rank about 5,000. That's without actually actively farming this. And if you want to, there's quests and other things that you can do. You can refer other users. But even just as sort of a bonus secondary airdrop that you get for using the app already, I would say you might as well go and claim your XP if you haven't already. Okay, next up, another new opportunity is Jumper. Now, this isn't necessarily going to be an airdrop, but there is a pretty significant pool of OP tokens, 1.5 million Optimism tokens, that are available as rewards for participating in this Super Fest. So now if you visit the Jumper exchange page, they've kind of changed the branding around and it's got the Superfest details. Basically, they've got all these missions on and you can earn experience points for Jumper, but also OP token rewards for engaging with these different DeFi apps. Now, there are a ton of them, so it seems a little bit overwhelming at first, but honestly, you can kind of pick and choose if you want to do any of these at all, and then potentially qualify for a share of those OP token rewards. All right, next up, let's talk about the Solana ecosystem and specifically the Parcel Airdrop Round 2. So you can now go and check to see how many tokens you're getting for either Round 2 of the airdrop or perpetual points Round 1. And the actual TLDR on this is that if you want to be able to claim your Round 2 airdrop sooner, you will need to stake Parcel token. So this is now active staking. If you go to the Parcel staking page, you'll be able to actually stake Parcel tokens. So I threw 20K Parcel in here, and I'm just waiting for the next epoch to start before it actually goes through. Now, if you want to actually claim your Parcel Round 2 airdrop early, you will need to stake before the next epoch starts, which is in just over a day from now. And this is the way that the vesting schedules work. So if you want to be able to claim by July 15th, you will need to stake over 50% of your Season 1 Parcel allocation. So if you got 10K tokens in Season 1, you would need to stake 5K tokens or more to claim your Parcel airdrop Round 2 as of July 15th, and there's a vesting period. Now, vesting schedule 2 will be for the other portion. So if you stake 50%, you get 50%. If you stake 70%, you get 70%, and then the remaining portion will come in vesting schedule 2. And if you stake less than 50% of your total allocation in Round 1, then your claim begins on November 29th. So they set up this vesting schedule to, I guess, even out the distribution, spread it out, and the people that actually want the tokens early have more incentive to actually buy Parcel and stake them. And so, yeah, we'll see how this one goes. Okay, moving on now. Lingo finished their pre-sale. I didn't really talk about that because I'm not really in the business of telling people when they should or shouldn't invest in pre-sales. But coming back to the Lingo airdrop itself, if you were farming this one, you do need to make sure that you submit your wallet if you haven't already by the 12th of July. There's a good chance you may have already linked up a wallet when you started farming it, but in case for some reason you didn't, make sure you do this by July 12th. Otherwise, it looks like you probably won't get your allocation. Okay, next up, if you were farming Merkle, you can go mint your Hands of Support NFT. So this NFT that you can mint, and there's different tiers, silver, gold, platinum, or I think it's diamond actually, based on the number of badges that you minted and the XP that you got on the app. Well, anyways, you can mint the NFT that you qualified for based on how much you interacted with the Merkle app. I only got the gold one. I didn't mint enough badges to get the higher tier one. And this NFT, I suppose, is what will be cashed in at some point for the actual token airdrop itself. These are actually tradable. The diamond ones were selling for about 0.05 ETH last time I checked. And so, yeah, if you were participating in this, definitely go and make sure that you actually mint your NFT. Next up, for Mochaverse or Mocha token airdrop farmers, you can now check your allocation using this website right here. And the airdrop claim starts in 2 days on July 11th. Next up, if you are farming on Mantle and you're looking at the new Cook airdrop campaign, the next way that you can farm this, aside from buying and holding METH in your wallet or using it in DeFi apps, is to actually lock up or stake MNT tokens in the Mantle reward station. If you do this, you will earn a portion of the Cook airdrop as well. So this looks like it's going live on July 11th. All right, next up, I wanted to briefly talk about Solare. So they recently launched into Epoch 3, which is now actually fully open. There's no TVL cap as far as I know, so you can deposit any of these SOL or LST tokens into Solare and start earning points for the airdrop. And there's also actually a claim that you need to do for episode 1, which they extended it, episode 1 being sort of round 1 of their airdrop. So definitely make sure you go through that claiming process if you've been farming this one up until this point. Okay, next up, if you ever used Galaxy to farm airdrops, specifically transacting on Arbitrum, you can now go and check to see if you can enter one of these raffles for some ARB token rewards. So I qualified for tier 2, and the raffle is going to be in 21 days. So plenty of time to actually verify this, but you should probably just do it now before you forget. Speaking of token rewards, if you stake the mode token, make sure that you do claim your OP staking rewards before the end of the week. Otherwise, you will lose the chance. Another one of these kind of secondary token claims or token incentive rewards that you can claim is ZK token for interacting on the PancakeSwap app on ZK Sync network. Okay, next up, if you are farming Infinex and you earned enough points to be able to open a crate within 24 hours of the campaign being live, then you can actually go check your profile page and you should have this badge awarded to you. Next, it looks like there's been a snapshot for another round, a third round of a Saga airdrop. So if you are still holding and staking Saga tokens, you'll be getting that payout soon. I did actually sell mine and I am out of that. And then finally, if you're looking for a new free to earn or testnet airdrop campaign, Union has a testnet NFT up for grabs. It's only live for another 12 days. And if you complete the steps here, then you'll be able to mint this NFT. And then of course, these testnet NFTs or these classic NFTs, when projects launch for the first time, usually have some sort of airdrop allocation or value attached to them later on. So pretty low risk, high reward potential for getting in early and getting this first Union NFT. So that is it for today's airdrop alpha. Loads of stuff in there. Hopefully you found this useful, and I'll be back to posting more regular content over the next couple of weeks. I'm finally back in the OG studio and it's good to be back. So thanks so much for watching and have a great day.